what's going on, and today we are going to the Nationals and also doing some more interviews for Coscoran, so let's go. So I'm in the park now, heading over to the races. It's a really nice day. It's not too warm, but it's not too cold. The sun is out, and I'm really looking forward to this. So yeah, I'll keep you all up to date.
This top 12 for
music licensing
Alright lads, so I decided I'm gonna do a little bit of a voiceover / commentary kind of thing for these races this time. It's the boys under 16 start. The course is looking really well, really big start, because you know it used to be actually a smaller start in Century Park, but because of the Nationals and there's so many more athletes, it's a really big start. So you can see everyone getting out. Clonliffe is the closest to the camera here, just because that's where Dublin was located in terms of lineup. 1k in, not the fastest race in the world. We're kind of mid-pack here at the moment. You can see a few Clonliffe Harriers athletes run by. Everyone seems to be coming along nicely. I didn't get to catch the leading athletes at this part of the race, but we're moving into now 1 lap remaining. This is when it starts getting good. You can see Sean Cronin there, my teammate, up at the front pack. Lorcan there moving along really nicely as well, and there's another Clonliffe athlete, Mate, coming through here. Come on, Oren. Well done, Sean. Stay with him, Sean. Come on, Lord, start picking them off. Come on, Mate. Dig deep. Come on, man. Oren, come on, 1 lap, pick them off.
1 lap to go. That's excellent, all the way. Come on, Connor.
Now a big huge sprint finish from my teammate Sean Cronin to take the national title. Seriously great running from him, and then a few more really top class athletes coming in just behind him. Our athletes kind of fell back a little bit as the race kind of developed in the last lap. You can see people really pushing it as hard as they possibly can in these last few moments of the race. Coming up to Lorcan now, our second athlete in, pushing it hard. He ran really well. The whole team ran well. As you can see, the team actually came second, with Sean obviously taking the lead. We have another athlete there, Devon, another serious performance by him, probably his best race of the season so far, and Mate just following him afterwards. Now the second last Clonliffe athlete to come into the finish, or another serious race. All the lads ran well, and then the final athlete there.
I think we secured a shot. There's 2 more guys on top ahead of me.
A lot at stake here. The first 3 both automatically selected.
Now we're moving on to a much bigger field for the juniors and under 18s boys. As you can see, a really big field. Again, Clonliffe are located nearest to the camera when we run by, and this is 2 age groups together, so a massive field.
Every one of these starts. So we're looking for the star next break.
Now here's the leading group 1k in. We have a Clonliffe athlete up there and some seriously talented runners from across Ireland up there as well. For this race it was top 3 get to run for the juniors for the European Cross Country Championships on December 12th. So the lads up in that top group are really fighting for that position. We can see Sean, another Clonliffe athlete, and 2 more following behind him, coming in through 1K, looking really, really strong. Another Clonliffe athlete coming through the 1K spot here, looking really well. There's Andrew passing through. Looks really comfortable there. You know, he was running his own race. 2 lads there now working together, and we're coming into 1 lap to go. Here's the leaders. Clonliffe athletes still looking strong up there. Everyone, as I said, fighting for their spots in the European Cross Country Championships. This was quite a slow, long section of the race. This is coming into 1 lap to go, as you can see on your screen. And yeah, everyone's quite tired at this point. You're coming up to a bit of a hill in about 400 meters or so. But you know, I've seen some pretty good athletes that, you know, were racing in the Dublins, winning the Dublins, kind of slacking behind here, as it is quite a tough part of the race. There's another Clonliffe athlete passing through there, Niall, and big groups here coming through. Ronan, another great athlete, had a great race for the under-18s team. Yeah, but kind of the Clonliffe athletes are all clumped together, as you can see here. Another one passing through there, 2 passing through there. And yeah, we're looking strong for a team medal here for both the juniors and the under-18s. So we just need to keep strong. You know, here's Andrew and Johnny working together, passing through here. And another Clonliffe athlete on passing through now here. Coming into the finish now, you have Nick Griggs taking the under-18 and junior title, looking really smooth. And you've one of the Casey brothers here now passing through, securing their spots for the European Cross Country Championships. And coming now in 3rd place, Scott Fagan should be passing through any second now to secure the final spot for the European Cross Country Championships. As you can see on your screen, the junior lads for Clonliffe Harriers ended up securing the 2nd place spot, and the under-18 lads ended up securing 3rd place. The first Clonliffe athlete across the line here now. Everyone looking really good. You know, in the nationals, getting any sort of medal is a really big achievement, as you could see by the size of the field. You know, picking up any sort of medal is a huge achievement. The other Casey brother passing through now. Some really strong sprint finishes and some battles all the way to the line here. Everyone leaving it all out there on the course, and it was a really amazing race. Clonliffe pulling through with 2 medals, and yeah, everyone giving it their all. Here we have Niall, the 2nd Clonliffe athlete, coming through to finish. Really amazing race by him. And here's some battles that we have on our hand by a few athletes just finishing up. We have Ronan passing through now, finishing as Clonliffe's 3rd athlete. He had an amazing race. He really put himself out there, and 2 other Clonliffe athletes working together to drive to that line. Really great performance by the lads.
Sprint! Come on, Christopher! Well done!
Keep going, Davey! Keep going, Davey! Keep going!
Go on, Sean Hayes! Go on, all the way, good man! Well done, Neil! Well done, Neil! On top, all the way, good man! All the way!
Now we have Killian Keegan coming in as Clonliffe's 4th athlete, I'm pretty sure. And now we have Keane just behind him, trying to push on to take another place for Clonliffe. You know, every place counts in cross country. It's all about the team. It's all about getting them team medals, and that's exactly what Keane was trying to do there. We have Andrew now coming into the finish again, trying to pick off one more athlete, and now Johnny, our final athlete.
Artless.io.
Champion! 2021. It was a great race. Darren McElhenney battled it right out. It was a great race this. One of the best. O'Donnell DST looking good there. 3 and 4. What a great finish.
Obviously, congratulations today. Really nice day for you. Can you kind of just talk us through the race, how you felt? Obviously, the course really not as bad as it could be in terms of Irish weather. So, can you talk through the course and how you felt over the course of the race?
Yeah, you know, it was perfect conditions, not your typical, you know, muddy Irish cross-country race, so I was pretty happy about that. Michelle took it out, she's obviously in great shape, which I think made it a little tough. I tried to reel it back in, so I was doing a lot of work myself, but I was happy with how I finished, and I'm excited to prove even more come the European cross-country.
Definitely, and obviously it was that the big goal today to, you know, get the medal, but we are sights really set on the European cross country.
Yes, definitely. I was aiming definitely for top 3. That was the main goal, to make the team, you know. I think I'll be ready to peak hopefully in a few weeks' time.
And in terms of your training, will anything be changed up, higher mileage, lower mileage, in terms of training for the European cross country?
Yeah, so I've been doing pretty high mileage at the moment, a lot of base work. So I think these next few weeks will be important to sharpen up, get a little bit of turnover going. So yeah, that'll be the main focus.
Brilliant, well done today.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Huge congratulations on your race today. Don't just talk us through how you felt. Obviously, coursing really good, Nick, compared to other courses that, you know, people race on this year. Don't just talk through the race and how you felt.
Well, my plan was anyway just to get out strong, get into a group, and then try to switch off and not really think about the pain, and then just get through it until the last lap and then push on. And I know, I suppose it was a long way around it being at AK, like never actually ran AK before, so I kind of just planned to relax for the first small lap anyways, and kind of just pick off people through the field. You know, when it was halfway you still had 4k to go, so it was a long way around if you went out too hard, so just try to conserve early on and stuff.
100%. And you feel like, you know, the plan that you maybe had going into the race, you feel like you stuck to it, or you think kind of things fell apart and you kind of just had to improvise a little bit?
I think mine went pretty much to plan. It was great because I knew a lot of people are around the same fitness as we are, so it was great just to know to stick to them and stuff like that.
And same as you?
Yeah, it's the same. I went out kind of, you know, relaxed enough, kind of just want to be relaxed for the first lap or two and then work into it, and tried that anyways.
And for the rest of the season, you know, what are your sights set on now?
Well, European cross country in 3 weeks, hopefully select for that, so that'll be the main focus now, just between now and then, just to stay healthy and stay fit and not get injured basically.
And is training going to change it all for you? Are you leading up if you do get selected for European cross countries?
Kind of just have to wait and see, I suppose. Kind of haven't planned that far ahead yet, so see what the coach says. Same.
Perfect. Obviously, well done today, and thanks very much.
Thanks, million.
So well done today, Michelle. Obviously, really nice course to be run on. You ran really well. You kind of just want to talk through the race, how you felt.
Yeah, well, thank you first of all. Anyway, that was good. I just kind of decided to go hard from the start. I didn't really know what way to run it because I didn't know, like, with the hard ground or a slow pace would suit the 1500 metre runners and leave it to kick. And then I was like, oh, the marathoners might want a hard pace. So I was kind of with the 3k in between, and I just decided to go for it.
And in terms of your training, you know, the Olympic year on the track, you're at the shorter distance. How was it changed to kind of complement these longer distance, you know, for nationals and European cross country?
Yeah, I think most of the training we do is kind of longer miles and runs anyway, so I would do a decent amount of mileage. And I think the track season went on for a long time, so I didn't actually know if I would be fit for cross competition. Towards the end of the season I was just kind of tapering half on a break and just kind of getting through it. So I didn't know, like, I went to Portugal on a training camp a couple of weeks ago, and before I went I was kind of like, oh, I don't even know if I'll run cross country because I felt so unfit. But then, like, obviously the fitness is still there the whole time, so just a few weeks of training and it came around again.
And now are the sights set on the European cross country championships?
Yeah, definitely. I'm kind of happy. I thought I would like it the way it was usually 2 weeks between nationals, but I'm glad now that there's 3 weeks because I can get a bit of training in and recover properly and not rush it.
Definitely. And in terms of your training, preparing for the Europeans, is it going to change up in terms of training for today's race?
Well, I think today's race went well, so probably kind of keep doing what I'm doing and try and stay healthy and not get sick.
100%. Thanks very much and well done today.
Thank you.
Well done today, Darren. Another great performance, take the under-23 title. It came down to the country, you weren't able to come away with the senior title, but how do you feel after the race?
Yeah, thanks very much. I suppose it's mixed emotions really. I suppose I have been focusing kind of more like I wanted to win the senior, and obviously the under 23 will come with it, with a good performance. And I think I was close, but like Hika was extremely strong the last 400 or 500 meters. I probably kind of showed my hand a little bit early, but it's just one of those things. Sometimes you go in with a game plan, but it kind of comes down to instinct. I think with about 600 or 700 meters to go, I thought I felt strong enough to make a break for home then, but he stuck to me, and then when he had the extra gear with 400 or 500, I couldn't really respond. Legs felt very heavy the last kind of 200 or 300. Then it was a case just bringing it home. But yeah, I suppose on the whole, still under 23 title is nothing to scoff at.
Huge congratulations, Hiko. You had a great race today. Do you want to kind of just slightly talk us through how it went and how you felt out there?
Yeah, it was a hard race, so I'm really good shape. I was like confident to go win, but no one to push the pace up. But I would like to go push until everyone is close to me. So I have to do my own job because I got win. So like I play my game and I got win the rest. That's,
Do you feel now more confident leading into European cross countries?
For Euro cross country?
Yeah.
No, that's a different race.
The Europeans?
Yeah.
Do you feel more confident going into it now? After winning
yeah,
today?
but that's a different race, so I have to do another training for that.
Okay.
For that as well. So it's not the same race. It's a national. That's a big race. It's a big race as well, but that's like each other. Like everyone comes from the different country. So we'll see what I'm doing with that as well. Yeah.
And in terms of your training leading up now for the rest of the season, is it going to change a little bit, or are you sticking with what you've been doing?
I have no idea. I have to talk to my coach and see what he's saying.
Perfect. Brilliant. Thanks very much.
Yes, thank you.
Well done today. So, well done today, Andrew. Obviously, after coming off a pretty long track season with indoor Europeans and the Olympics, how much of your training has been tailored towards this cross country?
Yeah, well, I suppose like I've been running good mileage. Like we just kind of will periodise the training and kind of have a base phase and then a more track-based phase. So we were kind of in a base phase at the moment. So running good mileage, and I thought maybe I'd be a little bit better there today. But sure, you never know. Some days you just have bad days. So today was just a bad day.
Yeah, I suppose so. Now, kind of training, hopefully getting picked for the European team for the championships. Is the training mileage going to increase? Is the training going more intense? Is there going to be any kind of changes in your training?
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to get selected for the relay now. The 4x50 100-meter relay. So I suppose I'll maybe dip down to a bit more faster stuff, but I'll keep the mileage up, keep the strength phase and the base phase. We'll just stay in that base phase for the moment, and maybe do a couple of faster reps in training, but not change anything massively. Like.
And in terms of the race today, how do you feel it went?
Yeah, well, I'm disappointed. I thought potentially up there in top 5. My training would have said that I would be able to come top 5. I've been running well in training, so it just wasn't great today. But sure, we have bad days.
Exactly, yeah. So we're going to put some more work in before the relays, and hope you have a better result then.
Exactly, yeah. Just put the head down and get some more training and fresh for the relays. That's all I can do, I suppose.
Perfect. Thanks very much, and congratulations tonight. Yes, lads, so we are home now. Got a bit of a haircut on the way home. It was a really great day. So many interviews, and really great interviews. I got to obviously interview Andrew Coscoran and Michelle Finn. So it was a really successful day. The lads ran really well as well, and I don't currently have all the results and stuff. I'll put the results on the screen. So yeah, as I said, really great day. We done really well today. And now one of our athletes are now an All-Ireland champion, so that's obviously really good. And the main event obviously was a lot of the interview. So I do hope you all enjoyed. This is not the end of this kind of vlog with the interviews and stuff from the races. There's a lot more to come, so make sure to stay tuned and hit that subscribe button. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.